welcome back. We are here with the Belgian Grand Prix race review. We are here, as always, with Mr. Owen. So, yeah, it was a pretty boring race, wasn't it?
Shit. Bad. NASCAR's better. Go watch NASCAR.
Yeah, it's probably true, actually, for this race. So,
Yeah. Exactly. More crashes, more deaths, more interest.
Well, actually, that is quite topical. We might as well start open with this. It's so on Saturday. It was a year to the day, or actually, it was on the same racetrack as well, that Antoine Hubert lost his life in the F2 race. There was a whole lot of heartfelt stuff. He was in that kind of group with Charles Leclerc, Pierre Gasly, Alexander Albon, Lando Norris, and a few others as well, who grew up together, who pushed each other, and there was a whole lot of really really nice. I suppose kind of messages and everything that went there, and yeah, it was really nice to see. I know you didn't actually watch the race. Do you know?
No.
I do know.
Better things to do.
Right. So I suppose then we'll get into qualifying, and Hamilton. I don't like the word masterclass when I'm using it for him because I don't like him. But
You said that I'm gonna hang up and I'm not gonna continue this video if you call it a masterclass.
yeah, it really wasn't though, to be honest with you. But it was quite a margin that Hamilton got over Bottas, and then
Ever again say those two words in a sentence together.
well, yeah, they don't belong, do they? They really don't.
No.
Then in the race, it was honestly the most boring Grand Prix I have ever watched, and that includes every single race from the Turbo Hybrid era, especially 2014. I mean, it was just
boring.
it was horrific. The only interesting thing that happened.
Is it more boring than your sex life? Or is that even more exciting?
No, because the Grand Prix actually existed. So,
Grand Prix 1, Boy and Lou 0.
great. Yeah. So, yeah. We'll then get on to... We're going to get on to a topic. We're going to talk about the crash a little later on. But right now, I want to focus on something that, as a fan of this team, I wanted to cry and change to Red Bull or any other team. It was Ferrari. They failed.
It's not like every match. It's not every race you want to just cry and go to someone else.
No, but this season, yes. I mean,
Yeah.
it was abysmal. They didn't even get into the top 10 on pace. In fact, the two other teams that they supply the Ferrari engine to was faster than them. And that is a new all-time low. An Alfa Romeo and a Haas.
Is it though?
No, it really is. No, it's...
I think Ferrari are already too shit for that. It's probably getting better for them.
Well, no, it really isn't, because Belgium was a well, it is a high-speed circuit, but it has got quite a lot of technical corners in the middle sector. We're moving to Monza next week.
Techno heaven. Yeah, Monza.
Yeah, and Monza is even more high-speed, so I reckon you could see Ferrari with a bad bit of luck. You could actually see them last, and that's with the Williams.
That'd be funny.
Well,
I would never let you live that down.
no, and I don't think you should. So, yeah. We'll move on then to the big incident, which was between Giovinazzi and George Russell. Quite a scary incident, quite a scary shunt. Start off with Giovinazzi losing it. He took a little bit of curb, but not too much. Then just spun the car around. Hit the barrier, came onto the track. Yeah, and actually the tyre came off of the tether and went straight at George Russell's car, which is quite dangerous, but thankfully he didn't get hurt. Both drivers walked away. I know obviously you didn't see the incident. It was quite massive. Where do you think Williams can go now? Because I mean they are slowly getting up the grid.
Well, if a Mercedes had a big incident or something happened to them and let everyone go up the grid a couple of places, they might. I don't know. It'd be far-fetched, but if Ferrari continues this, they'd easily not come in last anyway.
Well, yeah, I mean, they obviously had just sold their company, the Williams name, to remain in Formula One, but they've been gone to some new American investment company, which is quite sad, given everything that's the whole history of Williams. What do you think with that new investment that'll be coming in at the end of the season? Can you even see them jumping maybe to the top of the midfield? Is that a reasonable expectation?
Well, they're American, so they're not great at F1, so might be a bit of a problem.
So I suppose we'll end now with Lewis Hamilton picking up his 89th career victory, too shy of Schumacher's all-time record. I'm going to turn to you. Is Hamilton better than Schumacher? Is he the new best, the pinnacle in Formula One? Or is it more the car that's been giving him the success? Because it is a very topical question at the moment.
I'd say it's more the car, to be honest. Like, you think about the technology advancement in the last couple of years. But sure, he has to have a bit of skill, because if he's ahead of Bottas, who's technically in the same car, but I doubt it's the same amount of skill as Schumacher. Someone's just going to come along in another 10, 20 years and just beat his record in a better car. Simple as.
Yeah, I mean, that is fair. I suppose with all the regulation changes now coming in to make the field equal, we might not see another dominance like this. But you know what? F1 is a very peculiar sport, and you never know what will happen. Anyway, that is going to do us for today, guys. Not very much of a review. If you want a review, the race was shit. Don't watch the highlights, because I don't even know how F1 got 8 minutes of footage. But that's going to do us. Thank you all so much for watching. We will be back this time next week with the Italian Grand Prix race review. At least I think, anyway.
Oh, Italia.
Yeah.
90.
So, yeah, that is going to do us then, guys. Thank you all so much for watching, and we will see you later. Goodbye.
Au revoir, motherfuckers.